Hey everybody, it's Dicebag, and I finally got my hands on some new Keyforge Age of Ascension decks. So we're gonna tear right into this and see what we can find. Now I didn't really check out much in the way of spoilers on this, so there's gonna be some reading of the cards as we go through because I don't know what they all are. And I notice they actually upgraded their packaging here. You can see we got these little tabs on the sides, so you don't actually have to just rip the whole thing open and ruin the whole box. So we're gonna do that right now. Slit this open. Yeah, that's satisfying. Now we can Yep, there it goes. Easy, much easier than having to rip the whole box in half. Look at that. Okay. What have we got here? Selfless Cinnador of the Forest. That's that's an odd one. We don't want to look at the actual deck list card yet, so we don't want to spoil anything. We're going in as a surprise here, so let's tear into this. And we'll take the Archon card out, set it aside there, and let's do our reveals. Alright, Archimedes. I think I've seen this one around, but I don't know what it does. Let's see, it's a 2 power, elusive. Each of Archimedes' neighbors gains destroyed. Archive this creature. Oh, that's cool. It's an interesting little take on it. It's like kind of reminds me of Biomatrix Backup. I have a deck that has like 3 of those in it. It's a little odd to me. Anyways, before we go on, we got what? Mars, Shadows, Logos. I don't think that's a combination I've had before, so this should be a new experience. Binate Rupture. What the heck? Alpha, you can only play this card before doing anything else this step. And each player gains amber equal to the amber in their pool. Well, that's that's quite good. Each player doubles their amber. That can push you over the top real quick. But of course you can only do that in the first turn. I guess that's why they have the alpha thing. So you can't just play a bunch of cards, gain a bunch of amber, and then play it. You have to play it before you go around gaining amber. Alright. So, alpha thing, that seems like a little drawback that probably should have been included in the first set, but I guess, design space and all that. It's not anything special, it's pretty basic. What have we got next? Cutthroat Research, another new one. Get you an amber and steal 2 if your opponent has 8 or more. Now that's very narrow. I don't see too many places where this is going to work, but come to think of it, you could double their amber and then steal 2 of it, I guess. Now, I should probably separate these. We want to get a good idea of how many creatures and all that we have. It looks like we've only got 1 creature from the logo, so that's a red mark on this deck. We got another Cutthroat Research and Igor. Okay, apparently they're not in specific orders based on types of cards anymore. So what's Igor do? Look at the top 3 cards of your deck, add 1 to your hand and discard the others. Okay, he's a little scry dude. Just a 2 power. Hexpion. Logos is looking kind of different this time around. I wonder if that's an intentional decision or what. Anyways, 2 power, destroyed, archive it, and the top card of your deck. Okay, so he's like he's like Bad Penny, but not annoying in that he doesn't take up a slot in your hand every time he dies. Pip Pip. Okay. 2 power after an enemy creature reaps, stun it. That's that's actually pretty good. That really slows your opponents down. Stunning is annoying. But every creature has been 2 power so far. Is that just Logos' thing now? It gets all small creatures. What do we next? Another 2 power guy. ZYX Research. Play archive the top card of your deck or top card of your discard pile. Specifying top cards of discard piles is dangerous territory. Didn't you guys learn that from Magic? There's a reason they don't enforce graveyard order in Magic. And yeah, probably a good card, but I don't like the way it's designed. What have we got? 5, 6, 7, 8. We got a few more on Logos. Jar Goggle? What? Okay. Beast Mutant. This one's an uncommon. He's got elusive, and play him. Put a card from your hand face down under Jar Goggle. And if it's destroyed, if it's your turn, play the card under Jar Goggle. Otherwise, archive that card. Okay, so that's pretty unique. Memory Chip. After you choose Logos as your active house, archive a card. I like that. That's pretty cool. And next one, Quantum Finger Trap. Wow, that's interesting. Get you an amber. Action: swap the positions of 2 creatures in a battle line. Okay, so you can. That's good for getting around things like taunt and hitting guys on the flank. That should be fun to deal with. And Research Smoke. Oh, this is the first reprint I've seen so far. 2 power, archive the top card of your deck when destroyed. Yeah, everything's 2 power. Is that just the new paradigm? Okay, we're into Mars now. Carpet Flotsam. Alright, whatever. Let's see, it's an action, get you an amber, and if there are no friendly creatures in play, deal 4 damage to each creature. Okay, so it's a board wipe. A one-sided board wipe that gets you an amber if it's not one-sided, whatever. Oh, we got 2 of them. Okay. Also, did we get any kind of rares in that? In Logos? We got commons, common, uncommons. No rares for Logos. I think on average you usually get like 1 rare of each house, but we'll see how it comes out. Also, I like the springy body on this guy. I think that's cool. What have we got? Glixel Proliferator. Okay. 3 power and reap if he's on a flank. Archive a Mars card from your discard pile. Okay, lots of archive in this deck. I like archive. That's a fun mechanic. But you have really blowout turns after a good setup. We'll see how Shadows plays into that, if at all. And Mars first. Action, get you an amber. Ready and use a friendly Mars creature. Mars is really good about using things multiple times. And Mars needs amber. Get you an amber, and each damaged enemy. The way they word these things is kind of hard to read. Each damaged enemy non-Mars creature captures 1 amber from their own side. Okay, so it forces your opponent's creatures to grab their own amber, and then you can kill them off to get it yourself. It's a roundabout way of stealing amber, I suppose. Oh wait, putting these things in the wrong piles. first. Yeah. Please go over here. That is, yeah, that's an action. Okay. And onward. Mindworm. Oh, we got 1 power this time. It's elusive, and before fight, the creature Mindworm fights deals damage equal to its power to each of its neighbors. Okay. I wonder, does the before fight things and fight abilities, does that trigger when it's being attacked or what? I'm not sure about that. Because if it's triggered when it's being attacked, that's some good protection for it, but otherwise it's basically, yeah, deal 1 damage to a guy and then he deals damage to his neighbors. Hypno Beam. Gain control of an enemy creature. Well, that's very straightforward. And probably pretty good. We got 2 of them. And, well, I have to wonder. I suppose if I gain control of an enemy creature, that means I have to declare its house in order to use it, right? That may not be so good, but it does remove a creature from the enemy. We got Key Abduction. Seen this one before. It's, I've never had occasion to actually use it. I think the biggest thing is that you can return Mars creatures to your hand and then just play them again. Remove all damage from them, basically. I've never seen a case where I've been able to forge a key on account of this. But maybe that will change based on how much archive stuff is in this deck. Can get a pretty big hand size that way. Nizic Resonator, 2 power again. For each neighbor this guy has, your opponent's keys cost +2. Okay, so assuming he has 2 neighbors, which is the most he can have, the keys cost +4. That's pretty annoying. Orbital Bombardment, another reprint. Reveal any number of Mars cards from your hand, and for each one revealed, deal 2 damage to a creature. Pretty straightforward. Custom Virus, that's another reprint. It's really hit or miss. At least it gets you an amber. And that's a weapon over here, an item card. And we're in the shadows. Dust Chronicles. Get you an amber, it's an action. If your opponent has more amber than you, draw a card. If you have more amber than your opponent, archive a card. Okay, we do have archive stuff in shadows. So this is going to be a very archive heavy deck, I suspect, which is fine with me. Ronnie Wrist Clocks. Okay. See, I guess he's one of those shady watch salesmen. Let's see. 2 power. Steal 1 amber. If your opponent has 7 or more, steal 2 instead. Okay. He's pretty good. He's alright. And Sucker Punch. Alpha. And get you an amber. Deal 2 damage to an enemy creature. If that creature is destroyed by this effect, archive Sucker Punch. Nice. You can keep going and going and going. And considering all the 2 power creatures that appear to be in this set, that seems like it's a pretty good effect. And Throwing Stars. Let's see, deal 1 damage to up to 3 creatures. Gain 1 amber for each creature destroyed that way. I don't see too many creatures getting destroyed by the 1 damage, but never know. Yancey Gang. Okay. Action, steal 1. Okay, so instead of reaping, he can steal. He's got 5 power. That's interesting. Dusk Runner. Okay, our first upgrade into the deck. I still I still haven't noticed any rares yet. That's... Oh wait, custom viruses are rare. Okay, great. First rare card we pull is a reprint. Orbital Bombardment is not. Key Abduction is not. That's not. Yeah, looks like so far we've only got one. Anyways, this creature gains Reap, steal one. Ooh, that's good. That's real good. I like you. We're gonna stick you over here. Hidden Stash. Play, archive a card. More archive stuff. Not bad, not bad. And it accelerates my amber. Let's see, Merkins. What is this guy? They have weird elves in this game. Okay, 2 power. Again. Choose a random card in your opponent's archives or the top card of your opponent's deck. Play that card as if it were yours. That's interesting. But, again, house differences and all that. If you end up playing a creature, you're probably not going to be able to use them. Next, Perplexing Sophistry. Let's see, get you an amber, and if you have more amber than your opponent, they discard a random card from their hand, and you draw a card. Okay. Not sure what to think of that one yet, but it sounds alright. Redlock. 3 power. Wow, for once. And that's supposed to be an elf? Sure about that? Kind of looks like a mind flayer or something. Anyways, it's got Skirmish, and at the end of your turn, if you did not play any creatures this turn, gain 1 amber. Well, I think we do have enough creatures that probably won't happen too often. But then again, we also have a lot of other things. It's pretty 50-50 with this deck. Whoa. Special delivery. Ah, jeez. I can't hold on to anything. Okay, that's another reprint. Deals 3 damage to a flank creature. Blah, blah, blah. Nothing special, really. Just removal. And last one. Ah, another rare. Rigged Lottery. Each player discards the top 5 cards of their deck. For each Shadows card discarded, its owner gains 1 amber. So, if I'm playing somebody who doesn't have Shadows, that's all upside for me. Cool stuff. Now, let's check this out. What have we got? Yep, no rares. We got 1 rare. Only 2 rares in this deck. That seems unusual. Usually it seems to be 3 on average, so a little below average, but it seems like we got a good number of decent powered lower rarity cards. How many creatures do we have now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. That's a decent amount. That's well over a third of the deck. Mostly action cards, though. And let's see. I want to separate these based on amber and none. Most of them give you amber when you play them, so that's a good thing to have. Then of course there's a lot of stealing and stuff. This seems like it could be a fun deck to play. I don't know if it'll be powerful or not. I suspect it'll be alright. Yeah, a few of them in the items give you amber. Do any of our creatures give amber for playing them? Nah, of course not. Ah, well. Let's see. Let's look at the evasion on this. We got elusive, we got elusive, we got elusive, we got skirmish. Okay. So it's not super evasive. We're gonna have some problems with creatures getting killed, I guess. But I think on the whole, this deck should do pretty well. All the archiving should be fun, should lead to some blowout turns. I'm looking forward to playing this one. So, thanks for watching, guys. I'll see y'all later. Bye.